Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having an adult beverage, and tonight I'll be discussing The Never List by Jade Presley. While I do have this beautiful physical copy, I did read the version off of KU. Of course, I'm giving my honest opinion. These are the highlights and the content warnings. And my rating for this book is a 4.5, so what's it about? So this book is about Riley, who lives in Lumithis, which is at risk of going to war. The only thing protecting them is a barrier that was set up by the four goddesses that used to rule the kingdom with their immortal kings by their side. But now the barrier is at risk if their sons, the four princes known as the Legends of Chaos, don't find their mate. They've made 5 attempts so far and have failed. Now Riley never meant to be part of the ritual. She simply meant to sneak into the masquerade as she had her own hidden agenda, but she ends up being chosen and the princes claim she is their perfect match. But what they don't know is that she has a hidden secret that, if it were revealed, would end up destroying them all. As she gets to know each prince, she starts to wonder if it's worth the risk of revealing her secret, because by taking a chance on them, she could end up not just finding love, but also end up saving the kingdom. So are my thoughts. Again, I'm giving this a 4.5. Now, I think this is a solid Why Choose Romantasy, and I did enjoy it. Though I will say the twist at the end I saw coming a mile away, but I still enjoyed the journey to get there, as well as we still need the explanation of why and how we got there that I hopefully will get in the next book, as well as one or two other mysteries that I'm curious to see play out. Now, this book has 4 princes, and of course, my favorite is Jax, also known as the Nightmare, who is the dark and twisted one, because of course. Now, the way the mate trials work in this book is that there is a masquerade and all the princes mingle, but only one of the princes will choose a candidate. That candidate will then stay with one of the princes for a month. At the end of the month, she will decide whether or not she wants to opt out, which she will be rewarded with a higher title and money in her pocket, or if she wants to stick around for another 3 months. Those 4 months are spent with one of the princes, and so far, of all the previous attempts, everyone opted out after the first month. Now, if someone were to make it past that and stick it out, at the end of the 4 months, she will then decide if she wants to commit to the princes, and the princes will decide they want to commit to her. If that happens, she will go through the final trial. Now, no one has gotten there, but there is a high presumption that anyone who attempts this is going to die. But on the off chance that someone does survive, she will gain immortality and be tied soul-wise to the princes, who are demigods, who will then gain their full abilities. Now, something I really enjoyed about this book is that sometimes with wide chooses, not all the partners get the same attention. But because we got 1 month with each prince, and yes, it was with each prince, but trust me, there were some group situations going on as well that I really enjoyed. But we were still allowed to build a relationship with each individual prince that I really enjoyed and got to know them, and I really enjoyed seeing Riley interact with each of them. Now, when it comes to Riley, our female main character, I really liked her. She is strong, cunning, resourceful, and loyal. She is an Ashlander, and in this kingdom, what that means is that she is not allowed to leave her territory because she and everyone else is there for the crimes of their ancestors. So the kingdom really neglects that area because they would rather it die off. There is also the added element of that anyone born with magic, if it is discovered, it puts a target on your back. So she really has kept it hidden, the fact that she has this magic. Now, the only reason she was at that masquerade was not to participate, but to find her missing sister. So she was on a fact-finding mission, who had participated the previous year and never returned. She didn't expect to be chosen. When she is, she knows that if they find out that not only is she an Ashlander, but she has magic, it is not a good thing. So her plan is to make the princes fall in love with her so that if and when it's find out, they won't care, but she ends up falling for them. Now, throughout this whole book, we see how loyal she is to her friends, her sister, and eventually these men, and she will put herself at risk to keep them safe, but trust me, they are putting themselves on the line to keep her safe as well. She is just a very likable character, and I can't wait to see how her story plays out in the next book. Now, not only is this book available, the Never List, but the next book, The King's List, is currently available, and I am excited to read that one as well because I consider this overall to be a very good read. Now, I also have a pre-order in with Lit Haven, so I can't wait to see how that comes out, which means my edition, the hardcover that I showed previously at this video, will come up maybe in a shmivoy later on, so make sure to follow. Overall, I enjoyed this, and I hope you give it a try, and I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.